in all honesty, it doesn't take courage to speak up. It's like what you were saying. If you have fear, then you're going to think of courage. If you have courage, you're going to think of fear. But if you have neither, you don't think either way. You don't want to be divided. If you think of yourself as a courageous person, it means you are a divided person because you believe that there's fear. There's something else, right? But if you don't think of it either way, then there's nothing to think about. And when you do speak, it's going to be at the right time for the right reason. It takes more not to speak up when you think of it as courage or fear than it is to, it takes courage not to speak up. Because when you don't speak up, you're not trying to protect. When you speak up, most of the time, well, all the time, you're trying to protect this ego self, the false self. You want to look a certain way, you want certain people to act a certain way, you want something. But if you are a whole person, that's why there were times when Jesus didn't speak up. He didn't need to. He knew that they wouldn't understand anyway. Or he knew that they would not believe him anyway. So he didn't say anything. He had nothing to protect. He was a whole person, not a divided person. You got to stop. Well, don't make yourself stop. But you got to overcome this idea of courage and fear. You overcome fear, there is no courage. You just are a living being. And the real you is not afraid anyway. It's the fake you, the not you, the ego you that is divided, and it's the ego you that has fear. There's nothing. If you just think about it, if you're not this person, you're not the person you think you are. Look at yourself. Keep an eye when you think of good and bad, right and wrong, and all that. Just know you are a divided person. The ego cannot, the intellect cannot enter the kingdom, and it will keep you divided. It will make you protect it because it feels like it's you. Like when you are afraid of losing people at work and no one's standing up. That's not the real you. That's the ego you. That's the nature of the devil that made a home in you and trying to make you think you need the outside world to make you feel a certain way. It's all ego. That has to die if you want to live. And so if someone says something and you feel fear or you feel this, welcome that fear. Because that's just the nature of the devil feeling the fear. But it feels like it's you because you've identified with it. And then the devil will tell you, what are they going to think? What are they going to do? That's still the devil. Trying to get you to overreact so he can continue to live inside of you. There is no you. There is no you. So watch yourself, look at you and see how divided you are. And that alone will let you know it's not you. Oh, I should have spoken up. I was afraid. That's not you. Don't say that. That's the devil lying to you. Because there will be a lot of times where you don't need to say anything. And the world around you will be thinking, why don't they say something? Why don't they say something? But you will see there's no need to. They're not going to believe you anyway. Or they're not going to understand you anyway. You only speak up when the truth speaks through you. On a spiritual level, on the practical level, it's different. You want some bread, you want some bread. You want some sweet potato pie, you want some sweet potato pie. But that's a practical level. You got to overcome, you got to be whole, you got to be one. And only the Spirit of the Father can do that. That's why he said, you must be with, something like, you must be with me in spirit. Walk in the Spirit. And I want to encourage you to practice being present. And these changes will happen on their own. You can't make it happen, I can't make it happen, but it will happen, and it'll be amazing. Your mind will be renewed. You will have a clear mind. But you got to stay with it no matter what happens, what you lose. You lose the world, you never had it anyway. Plus you want to lose it. That way when you do live in it, you have it in the right way. And all your needs will be met, whatever they are. They will be. Nobody else have it to give it to you. So when you think of courage, just know you're a person with fear because you're divided. Oh, I'm going to speak up the next time they do that. They said a wrong thing to me. I can't believe it. Next time I see them, I'm going to speak up. Sound like an idiot, right? Setting yourself up. The devil is setting you up, right? And then next time you see the person, you're ready to go off, and the person's like, what are you talking about? They don't even remember. You're up there looking like an idiot. Trying to stand up. Trying to speak up. If you're not divided, you will see when to speak and when not to. And I promise you, when you do speak, it's going to be to help, not to hurt. It will be the truth. Amazing, huh? That makes sense a little bit?
Yes, sir.